Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second day of the qualifier for the English-speaking countries, mainly from Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines, for the SEAEN Southeast Asia Tournament 2022 hosted by Comtours. I am your host for today, Cray SW, and for today's agenda, we do have the losers bracket from yesterday's matches, and we also seen lots of exciting matches yesterday, which was hosted by Sean B, who did a fabulous job, and Diary actually securing his place in the grand finals as he won all his matches yesterday. So we've seen him playing a lot of interesting stuff, loads of LD net 5s from him, mainly the Nana, Akroma, Beelzebub, Hunt. Those combinations is actually insane, like the amount of damage output he actually did to Jinyao at the finals, right? And yeah, there will also be a minigame event for the viewers to participate, which will be happening later on in the stream. So please do not go anywhere. The rules of it is actually really simple. All you have to do is to fill in the Google form pinned on the live stream chat when the question is aired. Alright, it'll be aired later on in the stream, so do not worry about that. Then all you have to do is answer the question correctly. The valid participant with the right answer will get 1 ticket to join in the lucky draw at the grand final live stream, where the prize will be a ragdoll figurine, and 5 lucky gamers will receive 2 mystical scrolls each. Alright? Also, there is a prediction and sharing event ongoing as well. You can find the link pinned in the comments section, and you can potentially win some energies and mana stones just by predicting which players that will progress to the grand finals and just sharing this event on your Facebook page. So very simple stuff. Also, for the players joining in this qualifier, all players for the rewards, they will be getting the SEANern'sWar combo items. The winner, which is Diary for this qualifier already, will be walking away with the ragdoll figurine. Okay, yeah, so we'll be having 2 best of 5 for today. And first up, we do have Anel and Coconut. After that, we'll be having Pipa Musa up against Ara Mami. Whoever wins Anel and Coconut match will fight with the fake Coconut there, which is YS. And for match 11, it'll be Pipa Musa or Ara Mami against Mochi. Alright, and then whoever wins those 2 matches in the 10 and 11 will be facing in match 12. Moving onwards to Jinyao, right? Jinyao is the final boss-ish for the losers bracket, and whoever wins that will be up against Diary. So, pretty interesting stuff for today. Of course, Diary, he is secured as a top 2 player for today already. And yeah, which means that he is secured the slot for the grand finals. And we'll be able to see who actually progresses on to the second slot as well, alright? So winner will be walking away for the qualifier. Ragdoll figurine, 750 crystals, and the runner-up similarly will receive the ragdoll figurine, however 500 crystals. And the top 2 players will be getting the ragdoll figurine, yeah? And also moving on to the grand final. So we do have our first matchup for today. Coconut up against Anel. So both of these players from GOAT, both really strong. As you can see, their point gap isn't really that far away. 1859 to 1851. So the bans will be the Gianna and Ragdoll. I think for this tournament, the first pick is always Wusa, right? Let's see. Oh, taking away the Nana first from Anel. So Coconut, we do know that she has pretty good bruiser lineup. So we're seeing the Lima right off the bat. And LD net 5 together with the Wind Demon. Oh, this is actually very interesting. So the Wind Demon is definitely there just to counter off the Nana. So it seems to me like Coconut is trying to make that pick as a force ban, or just trying to mind games with Anel. So Anel opting for the Nana Diana combination. He has 4 seconds left to choose his other unit, and going a little bit passive here with that Triana pickup. So a form of support onto his side, and Coconut opting for that Tianlang and Savannah. So pretty good damage output coming out from those two. Of course, now Tianlang, if you have like pretty decent additional damage, the Dragon Dance does actually quite a lot into some strip stuns. Savannah follow up with the Gigantic Roar. So very good combination coming up from Coconut's side. Anel opting for this Sekhmet and the Tessarion. So Tessarion here is gonna be so good because on Coconut's side, if Lima is banned out, they're all really dangerous against the Tessarion because of the Oblivion. So Kinky, last pick. Alright, locking in the Kinky. Will we see a Tessarion and Lima ban? Yeah, that's right. Because Tessarion is just gonna be eating Coconut's lineup, and with the Tessarion pickup, it means that he was always gonna be aiming that Lima ban. And yeah, this first match underway is gonna be very interesting. Sekhmet super fast going for the reset onto the Savannah. However, resistance! Oh no! Mana Storm fails to land any armor break, so Diana won't be able to follow up with big damage, also getting stunned up there. But the follow up by Savannah, Gigantic Roar didn't really do too much, but the Wind Demon did so much damage onto the Nana. Already down to quarter life. Triana needs to save somebody here. Try to cleanse one of the stun. And opting for that Nana. Alright, very interesting. So Sekhmet has another chance to redeem herself. However, just going for the Curse of the Beautiful, placing all the glancings, armor break and whatnot. Very good debuff user. And then Nana pretty low on health though. However, she still has the revive. And Diana, with Tianlang in play, it's just gonna be so hard to go for the transformation. However, getting this sleep, Diana is free to go for the inevitable wound onto somebody. Most likely the demon. Yeah, demon really low on health already. And is this Sekhmet on crit damage? Because if the Charming Voice crits, 10k damage, pretty good. So Nana can't be revived, however, because of the Wind Demon's passive. And then now Diana needs to finish off this unit. But yet again, how are you gonna deal with the Kinky? Getting the stun onto the Triana as well. So this Kinky most likely, right? I feel like this match is kinda like in the bag for Coconut. Because Kinky won't really die to 3 of those units. It's gonna be super tough. So this Tianlang on Despair. Getting the Despair stun and also placing the 2 turns armor break onto the Triana. And most of the time Triana is like on a pretty high resistance build. So Savannah resisting again. Oh, this Sekhmet not proving her worth in this fight. Failing to land the Charming Voice every single time on the reset. So Blitz Slaughter definitely able to kill off the Triana and also getting that stun onto the Sekhmet. And yeah, there we go. First match goes to Coconut. Anel. He needs to figure out something to deal with Coconut's lineup. Because from what I'm seeing earlier, the last pick Kinky was just too brutal. Like, even though Kinky didn't really do too much, it's just that over time, yeah, when it comes to like a 1v2, 1v3 kind of situation, then the Kinky is just so strong right there. So now this time, Anel, what will he actually pre-ban? The Tianlang. Alright, so Sierra and Tianlang is banned out. Of course, you kind of need to ban out the Sierra because Anel most likely has his Gianna up for grabs this time. And Coconut taking away the Nana. Doesn't want Anel to have it. Okay. So Wusa and Diana pick up. So Coconut is still opting for the Lima and Savannah. Of course, Lima, very good cleanser. Cleanser providing immunity and heal as well. So now 10 seconds left. Elsharion. Oh, that's something we do not see often as well. So Anel playing a lot of interesting lineups here, including this Chilling. Huh. So it means that he's eyeing on the Savannah ban already at this point. Because Chilling, Wusa, Elsharion, all a little bit scary against the Savannah, right? If Savannah gets the Gigantic Roar into an additional proc, potentially just one-shotting the Chilling right off the bat, and yeah, it just goes 100 to 0 real quick. So Coconut just locking in the Ragdoll and Kinky. Alright. So with this Leo, yeah, it's just like a force ban kind of thing, and Savannah is definitely banned out here. However, does he have enough damage on Anel's side to deal with that Kinky? It seems like it's okay. Because of Wusa's second skill, the Mountain's Power probably deals about 12 to 13k damage, raw damage, and it should slowly but surely kill off the Kinky. But also depends, right? If let's say the matches, the match delays on to like 40 or 50%, then the Wusa's second skill won't be able to do too much. So Elsharion getting the armor break onto the Nana, however Lima getting the strips onto everybody. Diana, I feel like he needs to go for the shield. Yep. Because if he goes for the inevitable wound, the Kinky and also Ragdoll will be able to potentially snipe it. So big damage into an additional turn. Diana down to half life already. And the sustains coming up from Anel's side isn't really looking too good as well. So Chilling will be able to strip something here with the normal attack. Just going for the Nana. Mountain's Power 10k damage. So this Wusa is, I guess, pretty fast, but not that high of a HP. So Elsharion trying to get the invincibility, and he actually gets it onto his whole team. So Lima's skill kinda backfired. Diana just going for the normal attack. However, with this armor break, the Ragdoll is doing so much damage, including the additional damage coming up from the Lima, bringing down the Diana right off the bat. And I feel like, again, he doesn't have enough damage already on Anel's side. How are you gonna deal with the Kinky? Let alone the Ragdoll and Nana. 2 stacks on the Nana, man. And just gonna go for the cleanse, placing some heals and whatnot. However, Elsharion stealing this invincibility buff doesn't really provide too much right now. And also Wusa getting stun up into the street. The Lima is just turn cycling too fast with the normal attack. Elsharion goes down 2v4. This game is pretty much over. And Coconut will be moving on to the next fight. So Anel, I felt like his draft was pretty decent. He did showcase things like Elsharion Chilling, which in theory is good against Lima, but there's just too many buffs to steal. And yeah, he didn't really have enough damage to deal with the lineup coming out from Coconut. We saw her always opting for the Kinky last pick. I think that one is just too hard for Anel to deal with his lineup. If he went something like a Gianna, Morlong, those kind of thing, something like a Morlong Wusa, then you can potentially snipe off the Kinky. But yet again, you have to deal with the other units, things like Nana, there's the revives there, and it's just too much to handle, right? So yeah, congratulations to Coconut. She will be progressing forward, and she will be fighting another GOAT member later on, alright? Which is YS, aka Coconut as well. He changed his name. And next up, we do have Pipa Musa and Ara Ara Mami. So these two players, both also from Boss, yeah? So 2 from GOAT, 2 from Boss this time. And also really good in RTA. Of course, the bans will be the Wusa and Gianna. Ara Ara Mami. Yeah. So this time Wusa is banned out. Pipa Musa going for the Kanal, aka Fire Bison. First pick. Pretty standard stuff so far. And we are seeing a Zeratu. I don't think so we'll be seeing that unit so early on. I guess our Mami is just trying to flex the LD Net 5 there. Trying to show that he's not afraid of Pipa Musa. So 5 seconds left though. Needs to pick something to probably steal away the combination coming out from the Fire Bison. So Sierra and Nana pick up. We'll be able to see a lot of first phase Nana drafts because that unit is just really decent for the current meta. And also Pipa Musa going for the Riley and Diana. Of course, Riley providing the attack buff, big heals, immunity and whatnot. Also a slight cleanse from her. So Diana is there to follow up with good damage against the Sierra and Nana as well. So Ara Mami this time going a little bit pivoting into the second turn-ish with this Antares and Molly. Of course, 2 really good counters, but changing away the Molly for the Abilio. Of course, Abilio also providing good heals, but you have double water there. So will Pipa Musa continue on with some win units? We'll see about that. 10 seconds left. Going for the Molong and... Ooh, what's that? Alexandra? The light pony? Oh wait, it's the Eleanor, yeah. Eleanor? So pretty good draft. Immunities and pretty good bruiser damage lineup coming from Musa. However, Ara Mami also going for the Molly. So a lot of heals coming out from Ara Mami's side. However, the soul damage dealer, I guess, is kind of like the Sierra only. And there's pretty a lot of immunity onto Pipa Musa's side as well. So it's gonna be quite tough to go for the bomb. And yet again, Ara Mami doesn't really have any strippers apart from Molly's normal attack. So another thing is probably like a Nana armor break into the potential Abilio's nuke. However, that's just immunity for days onto Pipa Musa's side. Sierra getting stunned up on the first turn already. And the armor break placed onto the Nana. So Dinah is gonna be able to do big damage here. Definitely just gonna go for the inevitable wound onto the armor broken unit. So oh my god. One shot that Nana. About 10.8k per hit. No crit onto the Dinah. So Dinah is able to go back to the pony form and try to get the stun into an additional turn. I feel like this time he's just gonna fully focus onto the Sierra. Yeah, because once Sierra goes down, that's kinda like the only damage dealer on Ara Mami's side. So getting the stun but additional turn, saving the Dinah to go back to the pony form. Oh, this is gonna be close. The 3-turn shield now onto Sierra. So Molong most likely won't be able to finish up with the Reckless Assault. But we'll see about that. Yeah, he's just gonna go for the armor break first. Placing immunity. So Sierra won't be able to bomb anything really. And Molly just going for the normal attack. Everybody just going for normal attack because they can't really do anything about it. And yep, Dinah. Will he take the risk here? Because if Dinah doesn't get 4 crits, the Sierra will be able to place the bomb. Hence, he's just going for the shield. Playing it a little bit safe. Sierra's bomb won't really do too much as well. Dragon Dance most likely will follow. Only getting the stun onto the Abilio, which is actually okay. However, Molly has this shield up. Will be able to cleanse somebody if he chooses to do it. Just thinking first and actually cleansing the Abilio. So this light pony doesn't have any cleanse just yet. The Diana though does Riley have the cleanse? It's very important because the bomb might be ticking. Yeah, Riley definitely gonna go for the third skill. However, failing to cleanse the bomb. Yeah, Diana might be in trouble here. He needs to just go for the normal attack. He can't really do the change. If not, he'll be taking big damage in the human form. However, getting the additional turn and actually getting the stun onto the Sierra. That's super important actually. So this game is stalling. Reckless Assault. He's just gonna go for the kill onto the Nana. And then now, another round of heals coming up from the Riley. Diana's nuke is coming. Getting the stun onto the Sierra again. However, additional proc can't really do anything. But you can see the additional damage is actually doing a lot of damage onto the Diana already. And able to bring down this unit. So now the question here is whether Pipa Musa has the damage to kill off the Sierra. As he went for the kill onto the Nana, I felt like he should have just fully focused onto the Sierra after he killed off the first life of the Nana. Like just going for the Reckless Assault, try to bring down the Sierra as soon as possible. Now, with the Molly's heal and stuff, it's gonna be a little bit tough for the Molong to get the snipe off. So it's like a challenge of heals here. Both sides sustains really good. And we'll see who actually prevails in this one. Whoever gets off immunity into the bomb is definitely game over, I feel like. So Abilio is roughly around half HP, but Molly's passive is there to heal him up a little bit. So now Sierra back to full life. Yeah, this light pony is probably dead. She can't sustain. The Sierra's additional damage is doing so much work in this fight. Yeah, he needs to go for the change. No other way around it. And with this provoke, I feel like the pony might be topped off by this Riley. And hopefully he gets like a counter stun. Didn't get it. So Abilio this time will be able to go for the heal. Yeah, he has to do it because he's still kind of afraid that the Molong gets the Reckless Assault. The light pony goes down. No more immunity onto Pipa Musa's side. Yeah, this game is essentially over. Sierra, he needed to kill off that unit as soon as possible. Just couldn't find the right timing on it. And Ara Mami. Whoa, this match went a long way. And actually getting him that win. So the Sierra actually quite tanky as well. So what will Pipa Musa do different here? We do know that the pre-bans were the Wusa and Gianna. So now Ara Mami has this Gianna to pick up as well. Oh, it's gonna be quite tough, eh? Because we do know that if Ara Mami goes for the first turn kind of thing, I believe he has the Wunsa as well. So first turn wise, his speed cleave is gonna be quite brutal. And Wusa is banned out as well. So still flexing this Zeratu. Okay, taking away the Fire Bison. Pipa Musa. Since you ban out the Wusa, he'll be taking away the Molong and Diana. So Ara Mami is just gonna go for the Chungpong and Gianna. My bad. I think the Wunsa is on Mochi. Yeah, not on Ryan. So Heigang, definitely a good counter against the Chungpong and Gianna. So it's kind of like a force ban whenever you're fighting Gianna users. So Heigang is always a very good pick. And what will Ara Mami go for this time? Tiana. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Tiana this time as well in current meta, because you can just run it on like super speedy crit damage without crit rate, and yeah, the nuke is just gonna be quite insane as well from the second skill. So the Tiana and the Sierra. Very good lineup coming up from Ara Mami. So speed leader into double strippers into some good control damage. And Pipa Musa opting for this Abilio last pick. He's just gonna go for the second turn pivot. Definitely a strong lineup. And I feel like the ban most likely will be onto the Heigang. Yeah, there we go. So speed leader, Gianna and Tiana to actually follow up with good damage. I'm not sure who will actually win this one. If Pipa Musa can sustain the first 2 turns, then he has a chance. However, if Ara Mami kills off something like early on, then it's kind of like game over. Resistance coming out from the double unicorns. Also getting the stun onto the Tiana. The Fire Bison can't really do too much here. So he's just gonna go for the second skill into the Sierra's bomb. However, the Light Pony will be able to cleanse later on, so he's just gonna go for the explosion, do some good damage. As Pipa Musa's side, the sustains is actually pretty decent. Also able to heal up with the Abilio. So just reckless assault onto the Sierra, already so low on health. And getting this additional turn as well. So just opting for the normal attack. He doesn't really want to go for the wall blow, because that will be changing him back to the Druid form. Alright. And Sierra just goes down easily. Oh man. This is looking grim for Ara Mami. Tiana can't really do anything here. Just opting for the Winds of Changes into the immunity right back. And what is the answer? Probably he needs to ban off the Light Unicorn, I feel like, but yet again there's the Heigang in play. So Pipa Musa actually drafted this one real good. And like I said, no sustains from Ara Mami's side. If he doesn't kill off anything within the first 2 turns, this game is essentially in the bag for Pipa Musa. So he's always free to go for this inevitable wound. Abilio always getting the passive heal, 10%, and yeah, Ara Mami just quits. Just gonna be focusing on to the next fight, so this will go all the way down to the best of 3, the third match between both of these players. And this time, first pick will be for Pipa Musa. I think we'll be able to see the Gianna ban again. Probably like a Gianna Wusa, Gianna Nana. So both sides taking their time this time to think it through for their draft, for the pre-ban. Or maybe Ara Mami should just ban off the Eleanor, you know? Because I feel like he's struggling against that unit. And actually banning off the Diana. So Gianna and Diana ban off for this match. First pick goes to Pipa Musa. Fire Bison? Okay, taking the Wusa first. And just gonna go with the Cheongpong Kanal. Pretty standard stuff so far, like always first phase, we are seeing those units. And also the Nana pickup as well, coming off on Pipa Musa's side. However, he needs good damage though. he needs to pick a damage dealer right here in this slot. So going for the Juno. Juno so far good against the first two picks. However, changes it to the Xingzi, the Wind Monkey. So Wind Monkey King here also pretty decent against AoE damage dealers, bruisers kind of stuff, because you get the probably most of the time we'll get the counter normal attack coming out from the Xingzi, potentially a stun as well. So 2 seconds left, going for this Sierra and Jogan. Wow, Jogan coming back into play, and of course Jogan is pretty good against the Nana as well. So Eleanor again, this Eleanor and Rika as the force band pick. That's actually a very nice draft coming out from Pipa Musa. So there's really no point playing an immunity user here on the last slot, because I think it's just gonna be banned out, and Pipa Musa is just probably hoping that his Rika gets through. But we'll see. There's a lot of potential force ban on Pipa Musa's side. And Ara Mami is just gonna go with the resistance leader, aka Praha. So Praha also providing strips into heal. However, I feel like if Sierra isn't banned out, he'll be still picking the Sierra lead. So Nana is banned out in this fight. Okay, going for the HP leader, both sides. Interesting. So Rika is free to do whatever she wants if she doesn't die within the first 2 turns or getting stunned up and things like that. So Wusa, will he just go for the immunity here? Opting for the Mountain's Power, big damage onto the Sierra already. So Eleanor this time just providing the immunity, doesn't really need to cleanse just yet. Yeah, he's just gonna go for the normal attack, gets the stun onto the Praha. However, the Cheongpong failed to strip almost everybody, only landing onto the Xingzi. So ultimate Psycho Crusher, he's getting greedy with this skill. He has no choice though. So he's just trying to kill off the Xingzi as soon as possible. And will Praha just go for the Daydream? Yeah, get some heals rolling. However, Rika will be able to place the Fire Guardian Angel, getting the stun onto the Kanal as well. And able to cleanse the Xingzi, able to heal a little bit as well. So Xingzi gonna do good damage. Definitely opting for the kill onto the Sierra, getting the additional turn stun as well. Oh, that's actually quite huge. Counter stun onto the Cheongpong too. So lots of slow debuff. Praha already exhausted her heal earlier on. Sierra is definitely gonna go down. And Xingzi this time, I feel like he's just gonna go for the kill onto the Cheongpong. Opting for the Praha actually. Pretty interesting. Not getting any sleep, so Rika not able to turn cycle there with the first skill. And Praha, hopefully Praha gets like some Despair stun, but he's not gonna go for the Rika. He's trying to do as much damage onto the Xingzi. Wusa getting another additional turn, able to finish off the Praha. Pipa Musa looking really good in this fight. There's no more sustains onto Ara Mami. And Musa is able to place this shield again. Pipa Musa taking that one 2-1. Wow, I'm actually really impressed with the draft coming out from him, because like I said, I felt like the pre-ban he needed to try to remove the Eleanor. Eleanor just did so much work in that fight, especially when you're playing things like Cheongpong Kanal. You're very heavy on your CC lineup. And if there's double immunity, things like Wusa, you probably need to just ban out one of them. And yeah, it's just really hard to deal against those kind of lineups where they have so many immunities on their side, able to sustain with some good heals as well coming out from the Eleanor's passive. also the Wusa's second skill, the Mountain's Power, actually trying to sustain the Singzer quite long there. He just couldn't bring down the unit, and yeah, within like couple of turns, when Rika gets the Fire Guardian Angel off, it was just too brutal to watch. So now we do have two coconuts up against each other. One is a girl, one is a guy, and it's YS actually on the left side. So YS banning off the Lima, and Coconut just going for the Chongpong. So this time, really fast picks coming up from both sides. Wusa into the Sierra Praha and into the Ragdoll. Did we see the old school gameplay from Coconut where she always play Fran, Ragdoll, Marsha, those kind of stuff? So we're seeing another Savannah. Yeah, I guess she really loves Savannah in her lineup. We've been seeing her draft that unit almost every single time. And what will YS do this time? Taking the Molong Jara. Wow. Honestly, I'm not sure whether that's a troll pick from YS, but we're seeing a Jara in RTA. Wow. And there's still no Nana yet, so pretty interesting. So Coconut just gonna go for the Diana. I'm interested to see what Jara actually provides in this fight. So Diana and Kinky. Oh, the damage output and sustains coming up from Coconut's side is actually quite tough. Do we see a Nigong? Jara Nigong. YS. Some next level strat right here. Of course, Nigong now, Mountain's Power. I'm pretty sure his Nigong does a ton of damage with the second skill. It's gonna be super tanky as well. And Nigong Savannah banned out. Okay. So we are in for a treat this time. Will we see Jara able to get a win? Yeah, because this is a loser's bracket, there's no time to screw around. So Jara going first, getting the strip onto the Diana, and also placing the branding. Right into the Reckless Assault. The shield didn't even save that unit. Wow, the damage done on Wind. The damage dealt on Wind is just too strong. Kinky already down to half life. And this Molong is just so tanky. However, going down to the Wusa. Now Jara needs to get a stun. However, no stun but getting the armor break onto the Ragdoll. So pretty good combination from YS side. Getting this additional turn, he needs to place this bomb onto the Kinky. However, resistance. Yeah, that's the problem whenever you're trying to use Sierra against Kinky. The chances of landing the bomb is actually... Oh, that 2-turn sleep as well onto the Praha. He needs to finish off this Ragdoll as soon as possible. Not taking any risk there, just gonna go for the Dark Nova onto the Ragdoll, trying to secure the kill. And then now 3 turns immunity onto Coconut's side. Sierra can't die. If Sierra goes down, this game might be over. He's just gonna go for the normal attack. He didn't really want this additional turn. However, Praha is able to heal up. So Sierra a little bit back to full life here. Getting the Despair stun, however, additional turn. I feel like he doesn't really want to get additional turns at this point because Kinky is still on the wheel. So Jara needs to go for the strip, however failed. Blade Slaughter, big damage. Sierra now, he doesn't have any bomb. Did he misplay earlier? Getting the stun onto the Kinky though. Now with the armor break branding, yup, Kinky is definitely gonna go down. YS. Jara prevails. Oh. This was a really good fight coming up from YS. Taking it 1-0. Yeah, the Kinky getting stunned up, and also once the Jara landed the armor break branding, it's definitely over. So we're finally able to see a good counter against the Kinky lineup coming up from Coconut's side. Do we see a pre-ban on the Jara? I felt like the Jara was the MVP of that match, providing a lot of single target strips, placing brandings and whatnot, making sure that the Sierra's additional damage did like what, 4.6k per hit. It's actually quite good considering it's on a crit rate build, not crit damage. So Nana and Ganymede this time getting banned. It's a very interesting Gany ban here. So I guess Coconut is thinking that YS might be going for the speedy kind of lineup. However, just opting for the Wusa first into the Lima. So Lima Ragdoll is free to be picked up by Coconut as well. Also things like Tianlang providing strips for the opponent's Wusa. Always going for the Savannah, very interesting. So YS actually thought of just going Speed Cleave with that Chiwu that he flashed earlier. But just slowing things down, take his time, try to figure out what he actually wants to do, and he's gonna go for the Jara and Molong. So we've seen his combination with these two units, like the branding into the Reckless Assault. It's just so much damage for the opponent to deal with, yeah. Because branding Reckless Assault definitely one-shots anybody really, I feel like, at that point. And Coconut, yep, just gonna go for the Tianlang. And Water Ryu. Ooh. Wow, I'm liking the draft coming out from YS. Very tanky on his side. 2 Mountains Power combination. And the Molong Icarus combo, of course. So Coconut locking in the Wind Demon again. So will we see Mephisto do good work here? With Mephisto pickup, it means that the Nigong is probably not gonna be banned out. Most likely either the Wusa or Molong, I feel like. Oh, getting the ban onto the Jara. So yeah, we probably she thought that the Jara is like super fast if he gets the strip into the branding, and the Molong follows up right after that. Yeah, 1 unit is dead. Probably just want to break the combo there. And Lima, however, moving first this time, just going for the immunity and the invincibility buff as well. Water Ryu won't really do too much in this fight, honestly. However, triple stuns. Wow. He needs to do good damage. So 14k onto the Tianlang. No additional procs to wake up on YS side. So this will be the next turn. Slow debuffs all round. This Mephisto is gonna hit pretty hard. 10k onto the Molong. Will Molong just go for the Reckless Assault? I'm not sure whether he will actually just go for the trade. Yeah, just opting for the trade into the Icarus Dark Recovery. Able to heal up the Molong as well. And the Mountain's Power will be able to follow up onto the Molong. Wow. However, Molong might go down here. So 12k definitely able to kill. And then now, the question here is that YS, he needs to kill off this Mephisto as soon as possible before his Nigong goes down. So Wish of Immortality, trying to provide the shield and also the 3 turns immunity onto his side. But Lima is just getting the strips every single time. So additional turn. Yeah, all he can do is just go for the normal attack. Failing to land the sleep. Yeah, I think at this point YS is trying to bank on his normal attack sleep for 2 turns. So Mountain's Power onto the Mephisto again. Pretty tanky, man, this Mephisto. Mountain's Power just slightly short of half HP there. And he's just gonna go for the Heavenly Protection. Pretty interesting. So another round of strips from the Lima. Wusa is actually really low on health already. Mountain's Power trying to sustain the Wusa a little bit more. Gets the 2-turn sleep this time. Okay. Now Lima able to place the immunity once again. Yeah, he just doesn't have enough damage to deal with this Mephisto. And whenever Mephisto kills off somebody, his damage is kind of like increased. So over time, yeah, the Mephisto kind of like won this match actually. Coconut taking it 1-1. But yeah, it's very refreshing to see like things like Jara Nigong in RTA this time. So YS actually did a lot of research with the monsters that he has, trying to make his combination work. However, just short of damage in the previous fight because the Mephisto just sustained too much. So pre-bans this time, Lima. Yeah, I felt like YS had a tough time dealing with that unit. Because every time he gets the protection up from the Wusa, it just gets stripped every single time into the slow debuff, making his units like real slow, 30% slower, and it was just too hard for him to deal with. So Coconut this time just opting for the Wusa, Ragdoll, and do we see Savannah again? That seems to be like her go-to 3 units on the first 2 phases. And YS still taking the Sierra and Praha, the double oracles. Yeah, there we go. We kinda suspected these drops again. So Jara Molong once again coming out from YS. And will Coconut just go for some damage? So Diana. This is similarly like the first draft again on the first fight. So Nana pick up as well. Coconut is going, YS is going for the Hathor. Yeah, Hathor. I feel like Hathor now, like in current meta, pretty usable. But changing it to Riley. So Riley providing big heals. Because he needs some form of sustain as well. If the Praha is banned out, if he went for any other unit which did damage, yeah, it's gonna be quite scary to deal against the Bruiser lineup from Coconut's side. So YS, what will be the pre-ban? Yeah, Nana and Sierra this time. And we'll definitely see the HP leader coming up from the Molong, and Wusa just going for the accuracy lead. However, accuracy doesn't really matter for her side. It's just like the Savannah single target strip. So Jara just gonna go for the armor break branding onto the Diana. With this wish of immortality, we do know that the Molong just one-shots this Diana later on. So Savannah needs to go for the strip. Didn't get the additional turn that he hoped for. Into the Reckless Assault, 36k, goodbye. And then now Praha will be able to go for the strip. Oh, he's just gotta go for the heal. Of course, because the Praha has the immunity up, so didn't take the sleep there. And then now, just gonna go for the normal attack onto the Savannah. Will Savannah and Ragdoll be able to kill off everything? I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna go for the normal attack. Unfortunately, he got a crit there, so Ragdoll's passive came into play a little bit. Jara really low on health already. A much needed violent prop to sustain the Jara a little bit more. And now the gigantic roar comes. Triple armor breaks into an additional turn. And he's able to snipe off this Jara. Additional turn as well. 2 turns from the Savannah and Ragdoll. Both of the units that she really wants. Even gets the 2-turn sleep onto the Praha. It's not looking good on YS side. With this armor break, the big nukes are coming again. Molong really low on health. And once Molong goes down, there's not much damage output coming out from YS already. Getting the 2-turn sleep again. Oh no. I think Coconut has this one. Double support against 3 kind of big damage dealers. So Coconut will be progressing forward to the next round. That was an basically awesome fights. We did see things like Jara, Nigong, all those kind of stuff that we do not really see often in the usual meta. So what I really like is that he speed tuned his units like real fast, and they are also really efficient as well. So you can see like the Molong, even though with the Reckless Assault, it didn't really take that much damage. I guess it was on Vampire. Saw a little bit of lifesteal there. And yeah, all the units all still really tanky, even though they are like super fast. Great fights all around. Coconut will be progressing forward. Okay, next up, we do have the next match soon underway. Okay, after this, it's gonna be very interesting because whoever wins this round will be facing Coconut later on, right? So we do have Mochi on the left up against Pipa Musa. So Nasha ban, of course Nasha now so strong, doesn't really want to let Mochi get that unit on the first round. And Pipa Musa will be able to lock in this Fire Bison. So what will Mochi go for here? I feel like stealing away the Chongpong Wusa will be nice. Yeah, definitely Wusa. Wusa Diana, okay. So Pipa Musa just opting for the speed cleave with this Chongpong, the double strippers Chongpong and Water Ryu more. And we're seeing a very good pivot coming out from Mochi. Like his team super tanky with the Akroma, Juno. Pipa Musa is still sticking to his roots. He has no choice but to go for this. However, with this pickup, does he have enough damage to deal with Mochi's side? Because with the Akroma's HP leader, oh, it's gonna be tough. I feel like Mochi will be able to sustain through this. Yeah, just banning off the Chompong. Not letting him get the pushback, reset, all those kind of stuff. And once he gets his turn on Mochi's side, if anything doesn't die on the first 2 turns, this game is essentially over, I feel like. That's whenever you run like speed lineup, that's the only issue that you face. If you can't bring down anything within the first 2 turns, it's just gonna be a really tough climb after that. And he's gonna go for the Juno. Oh no. I felt like that might be the wrong play because Juno is gonna be healing up 30% at least. And even getting the silence onto the Kana. Placing another buff onto the Juno. Juno is gonna heal so much here. And it's over. Pipa Musa already used up all his skills. There's nothing left. There's no gas left in his tank. And then now, we'll be able to see Mochi just going for the bruiser damage. Sierra not able to place any bomb as well. This normal attack, almost 2k per hit. That's really good artifacts. And like I said, GG. Pipa Musa needs to think this through. I felt like he got kind of trapped in his draft where he didn't have the option to pivot. So whenever he went for the Moor and Cheongpong on the second phase, he had no choice but to just stick with his game plan. And when you're seeing your opponent going for all this kind of super annoying tanky units, things like Diana, Wusa, of course Akroma is like really hard to get, but yeah, if you did your research on your opponents, most likely if Akroma comes in, yeah, your lineup for the speed cleave isn't really that good against it. So yep, left the Chiwu alone. Chiwu can't really do anything really, able to heal up a little bit more, and Mochi took this one really easily. So we'll be moving on to the second fight. So this time, we need to see something different coming out from Pipa Musa's draft. However, Mochi has this Nasha to pick up. Oh no. Yeah, Akroma is banned out this time. But if you're planning to run Speed Cleave again, then yeah, it's gonna be quite questionable. Because Mochi got the first turn. Going for the Naftis, yeah, I feel like Mochi this time is just gonna fight speed with speed. We do know that he has this most likely Gianna Wunsa, was it? We'll see about that. So taking the Wusa first. Five seconds left. Locking in the double water units, Molong and Wusa. So he has a chance to go for the pivot here into the second turn. Pipa Musa also just sticking to his roots, just gonna fight speed with whatever Mochi is bringing. So yeah, we saw the pivot from the second phase into the third phase coming up from Mochi with that Dinah Nana pickup as well. So Pipa Musa just locking in the Charlotte at the end. Charlotte, of course, able to provide something similar like Cheongpong, however no resets, but able to do the pushback, glancing. Of course, glancing really good against Diana, but Diana is banned out. So speed leaders on both sides. Oh, we'll be able to see whether the Jogan is able to seal up this Nana and potentially just gonna go for the kill after that. So Wusa getting first turn. Just opting for the second skill into the third skill because of the additional turn. So really fast Wusa on Mochi's side. Reckless Assault. The Charlotte just goes down. This strip. Oh no. This isn't really looking too good. He needs to get the stun onto the Naftis. At least he got it. Something going good on Pipa Musa's side. However, the Kana is stunned up this time. Getting the additional turn, able to push back. I felt like he should have pushed back the Naftis into the normal attack onto Molong, but doesn't matter. Molong goes down, but Wusa getting another additional turn, able to heal up the Jogan, able to heal up the team a little bit more and doing good damage onto the Jogan as well. The Jogan most likely will go down here. And 3 stacks. Oh, this is looking so grim for Pipa Musa. Felt like Mochi kind of like won the draft. Yeah, he kind of trapped Pipa Musa into thinking that he's gonna go speed lineup. Then suddenly pivoting into the Wusa Molong. Because whenever you're seeing Naftis, you feel like you're gonna be fighting speed with speed there. And Naftis will be able to potentially kill off the Kanal. However, just down to the last hit, surviving by the skin of his teeth. And finally going down here, Nana got all the stacks in the world. And it's a clean 2-0 for Mochi. Alright, so far we've seen really good stuff, like awesome fights from the first 4 matches. Also, we'll be taking a short break before we begin the fight between Coconut and Mochi. So please do not go anywhere. We'll be taking a short break. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome back to the stream for the Southeast Asia Tournament 2022 hosted by Comtours. Also, for today's agenda, right? Basically the top two players from today's qualifier will be progressing through to the grand finals, right? Which will be happening next weekend. And they'll be fighting other players from other regions, mainly from Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, and over there, there'll be great prizes as well. So the champion for the grand finals will be receiving 2,000 USD in cash and a Laura figurine. Runner-up 1,000 USD in cash, including a Laura figurine as well. And third placing getting 700 USD. And the other 5 players will be receiving 500 USD in cash. So from what we know, Diary, yeah? He won yesterday's matches all the way through. Smooth sailing. And he already locked in his place in the grand finals. So he'll be the champions for the English-speaking countries for the SEAEN Southeast Asia Tournament qualifier. And we'll see who follows up with him as well. So for the run-up, now we do have the bracket here. Coconut will be up against Mochi. Whoever wins that one, Jin Yao is sitting there like the final boss. Yeah, he's just waiting whoever gets to be matched up with him. And yeah, I think that match will be very interesting and it will be a best of 5 as well. So we will be having the minigame event after the Coconut and Mochi match. So please stay tuned for that one. Like I said, for the minigame event, very simple rules. There'll be a Google form pin on the comments section. So when the question is aired live, all you have to do is go to the Google form, answer the question correctly, and put in your game details. Alright, very simple. One valid participant with the right answer will get 1 ticket to join in the lucky draw for the ragdoll figurine, which will be happening at the grand final live stream, where 5 lucky gamers as well will be receiving 2 mystical scrolls each. So without further ado, we'll be waiting for our next match to start, which will be Mochi and Coconut. I feel like these two players, both sides draft really well. Like they get to pivot-ish into their lineup really great as well. Especially for Mochi, yeah? Because we do see Coconut always opting for bruiser lineup. So Mochi needs to try to adapt to that situation. So the pre-bans this time will be the Lima and Wusa. Both immunity users removed from this fight, like the really good ones. And Mochi this time will be getting the first pick. Do we see a Naftis? Or taking away the Fire Bison or something? We'll see. 20 seconds to go for the first pick. Very interesting first pick actually. The Riley doesn't really want to show his draft too much just yet. So just picking a support unit. And Coconut. Yeah, I feel like almost all the support units on Coconut's side is kind of like removed already. However, she still has Friend to use. And going for the Bulwark. Yeah, Bulwark very good against Riley. And then now we'll be able to see the Molong pickup together with the Nasha. Oh, this is what I like. Nasha big damage. Especially with the attack buff provided by the Riley as well. So Savannah again picking up from Coconut's side. And both of these players really even in the RTA as well. So just 1 point gap between each other. And going for this Nana. So Nana, of course, very good to try to delay the fight a little bit more. Whenever there's things like Molong, Nasha, those kind of stuff which can potentially one-shot your unit. So 10 seconds left for Mochi. Yeah, I was thinking about the Molly pickup. So Molly, and he needs 1 damage dealer. And there we go, locking in the Julian. So Coconut just gotta go for the Nikki. Nikki providing heals, attack buff as well. and also doing good additional damage with the third skill. The Dark Guardian Angel is actually something that you should be afraid of. Very good draft from both sides. Both sticking to the game plan, like bruiser, healers kind of lineup. And Nikki, Nasha will be the bans. So Ragdoll just giving himself the defense 50% leader. And our first match will be underway. Molong lead for Mochi as well, so a little bit tanky onto his side. Will he just go for the Dragon Dance, failing to get any stuns? So a little bit unfortunate there from the Molong skill. Bolverk got 5 stacks already, and he'll be able to place that thing onto potentially the Molly or the Riley. So Savannah, I think just gonna go for the critical strike, failing to land the strip onto the Julian. Very unfortunate, because if the Savannah got the strip off into the additional proc, Gigantic Roar follows up, the Julian won't be able to move. So Bolverk will be able to heal up. Just gonna go for the Molong. So nothing is really happening just yet at this point in time, because everybody is topped off by the Molly and also the Bolverk on Coconut side. Now able to place the armor breaks into an additional turn again. Double non-crits. This Savannah a little bit unlucky on the crit. It was just a 15% glance from the Molly, right? Wow. Yeah, it's just trying to work onto the Molong, because Molong is the only armor breaker onto Mochi's side. She really needs to bring down that unit. And Bolverk doesn't really have enough stacks to do anything really in this fight. So Nana able to go for the AoE armor break, getting the Despair stun onto Julian as well. Alright. So able to cleanse the Molong. A lot of additional turns from the Molly. So Savannah, yet again getting this additional turn, but no Gigantic Roar just yet. This is the game of sustains. Who can prevail longer? That is the question. Molong will definitely just go for the normal attack. Doesn't really want to get the Ragdoll's passive procced. And no Despair stun. So Savannah again has the Gigantic Roar up, this time landing the armor break onto the Riley. Just gonna go for the Forbidden Gilder onto the Molong, into the Ragdoll's Torrent. Big damage into an additional prop as well. Molong goes down. And we'll be able to see a Savannah. Yeah, Savannah doing pretty good damage onto the Riley already. Failing to land the strip. Yeah, Bolverk needed to get that shield. But Julian is slowly working onto the Savannah. But at the end of the day, Nana has that 2-turn stack. So there's nothing to stop that on Coconut side. Bolverk is slowly getting up the stacks. And Ragdoll is just gonna fully focus onto the Molly this time. Yeah, Bolverk is just gonna go for the heal here. That's a very interesting heal actually onto the Julian. So getting the Despair stun this time onto the Molly. Now Riley doesn't really want to use the third skill because Bolverk is still in play. Savannah is dismounted for the first time. So now bigger damage output coming up from Coconut side. If let's say the Nana gets an AoE armor break into a potential crit from the Savannah, ooh, it's gonna be pretty decent. So another additional turn from the Julian, killing off the Nana this time. 1 stack left. She needs to kill off the Molly as soon as possible. I feel like because Riley can't really use the skills just yet. He doesn't really want to give the Bolverk stacks. And Ragdoll, yeah, Ragdoll can't really do anything there. So getting this Despair stun onto the onto the Molly is actually huge. Big damage is gonna be follow up. 19k without crit. Definitely enough to bring down that unit. And then now 2 stacks again onto the Nana. Oh. I think Mochi might be having troubles in this fight. Nana is gonna be revived up, that's for sure. So 1 more stack left. And he's just gonna be reducing the life of the Julian every single time. Bulwark got 5 stacks now into an additional turn. Yeah, Riley is just gonna go all in with the skills. However, Bulwark is gonna be able to reduce the Riley's health by half. But not anymore. Able to one-shot that unit, so no more stacks again. Oh, this is gonna be close. Do we see a Julian 4v1? Potentially like 7v1 or something? Because of Nana's passive. So Julian this time able to kill off somebody right now. Oh no. He needs to torrent this Riley. Big damage. Just enough to kill. With this attack break as well onto the Julian, he's definitely not gonna finish off anything. And Coconut takes this one 1-0. This was actually a really close fight. Felt like both drafts were really good. Just that, yeah, every single time the Nana get the stack, yeah, at one point he was really close to winning, but yeah, once the Riley went down, she got another stack onto the Nana, and it was just too much to handle. So now the pre-bans, what will it be? Nasha and Tianlang. Okay, these are very good bans, and we'll be able to see Coconut taking the first pick as well. So do we see her just opting for the Wusa? Wusa synergizes her lineup every single time really well. There we go. And Mochi. Feel like he should just stick to his speed lineup because he has the Nephthys. So Nephthys Jompong, very good. However, Coconut is going for that Lima Ragdoll. The things that she's been playing almost every single time in all her drafts. Very good combination. Because we do know that that Lima is like super fast on Violent as well, I believe. And also turn cycling with good additional damage. So Mochi this time going heavy damage with this Tiana and Poseidon. So Leo and Diana to finish off Coconut's draft. I feel like Leo probably needs to be like the force ban. However, Coconut might be just eyeing on that Nephthys ban as well. Because if Winds of changes into the Nephthys, the Lima Wusa can't really do anything about that. And then all the follow-ups comes through after that. And then we're seeing the Light Polar Queen to provide more increased cooldown time, reset for the team as well. Really good unit overall in terms of support. So what will Ellen Noah do here? With the speed leader Chongpong, but the Leo is in the draft. Alright, this one is gonna be interesting whether Mochi has enough damage output to deal with that Leo. So Leo definitely going first. However, immunity all round. Chongpong just gonna go for the strip. Diana gets the turn here. And the question arises if the Nephthys follows up. Yeah, Aura of Dawn getting the stun onto the Wusa into all the debuffs. Oh no. This is looking grim for Coconut's side. If she's able to sustain this, I think she wins, hands down. But yeah, brutal order to do the reset. Getting another turn here into the Aura's Dawn, providing good damage. Diana failing to get the stun as well. And the CC train is coming. Yeah, I think this match is definitely over. Diana goes down already. There's no torrent. because Leo at the end of the day is on Vampire. And this game is GG. Yeah, very fast win from Mochi. Like I said, his draft suddenly bring out the Eleanor. Super strong. And now this time Coconut might be having issues, because I feel like she's gonna be thinking, oh, if I'm running the Bruiser lineup again, we're gonna get wrecked by this lineup. So the pre-bans most likely might be onto the Eleanor or Nephthys. I feel like either one of those. Oh, taking away the Wusa and Lima again? Alright. So it's a battle of bruisers again, I feel like, in this round 3. Between Mochi and Coconut. So first pick once again going to Mochi's side. Well, he just stick to the first round lineup, but I felt like he didn't really have enough firepower to deal with Coconut's lineup until the end, but yeah, to no avail. It's just too much for him to handle. So he's thinking this one through, just take his time, going for the Carnal. And we're seeing the Riley and Ragdoll already. Okay, for not taking Riley on the first pick this time on Mochi's side. So now Nana, he has the Nana though. Ten seconds left. Nana Nasha. Alright. Very good. Very good sustains for the Nasha to do good damage. Like we see yesterday, right? Like how Diary played. His gameplay was really solid. Like he always played Nana with 2 or 3 damage dealers. And of course he had that Akroma. So Akroma on its own is already so good. Doesn't really get CC'd up because of the passive. And then follow up with the Beezle Bob. A lot of revives here and there. Able to finish off one-shot somebody after that. And then now we're seeing the Fran. Alright, Fran very good here because Wusa, Lima kind of banned out already. So that's kind of like the last resort for heals and immunity onto Mochi's side. Of course you can pick things like Chloe, but yeah, I think Fran still provides better in terms of his draft. So a lot of LD net 5s from Mochi this time. The Ming Nasha. However, Nasha banned out, including the Mephisto as well. So this will be the final match between Coconut and Mochi. Whoever wins this one will be moving forward to fight the final raid boss, which is Jin Yao. And it's gonna be a best of 5 in that one. Of course, we'll be having the minigame event after this as well, so stay tuned for that. Barbara will be going for the 3rd skill, I believe. Start of attacking, that's right. Going for the strip onto the Fran. However, no additional turn from the Barbara. Fran most likely will be able to heal up. Yep, there we go. 2 turns immunity. And the Ming is gonna be doing so good damage here. Big damage from Torin. However, oh my god, look at that. The Ming doing so much work. With the additional turn, one-shotting the Barbara to the dismounted form and one-shotting again to kill it off. With all the debuff as well, the armor break onto the Kinky. Oh, this Ming is gonna do so much work. Yeah, he's just gonna be fully focusing onto the Kinky this time. So just gonna get some heals rolling into an additional turn. Trying to use the 3rd skill, get some removal of the debuffs. Fran getting this additional turn as well. So Ming placing the Calm Mind. But I feel like over here he needs to armor break the Fran and potentially kill off something, but yet again there's 2 turns stack. There's 2 stacks on the Nana. So it's gonna be really tough. Getting the lucky Despair stun onto the Ming, however getting cleansed up right off the bat, so it doesn't really matter. Ragdoll taking so much more damage than the Ming there. Yeah. Had to change the target. Because we saw the counter from the Ming doing more damage than the Ragdoll's torrent itself. So Ragdoll is taking a heavy beating right here. Kinky, he needs an AoE stun. Didn't get any despair stun. Very unfortunate. So I don't really think this Rag... Okay, never mind. Ragdoll getting the additional turn into another heal. Okay, no heals, but placing the immunity first. Because Kana will be able to go for the third skill if Riley didn't use the second skill. However, Ragdoll really low on health already. Ming will be able to finish up that unit. And 2 stacks again onto the Nana. Now back to 1. 2v4, however. I feel like here, he's just gonna be fully focusing onto the Riley. And this Kinky isn't really hitting that hard as well. So, oh my god, 1 shot. GG! Mochi taking that one. 2-1. So, Mochi will be progressing forward to the final match. The final match for the losers bracket. And he'll be facing Jin Yao. And I believe both of them are guildmates as well. So, congratulations to both of them. Whoever wins the match between Jin Yao and Mochi will be advancing forward to the grand finals of the SEAEN Southeast Asia Tournament 2022, hosted by Comters. Alright, so without further ado, we will be releasing the minigame event question right now. So at the comments section, you'll be able to see like a pinned comment from Comters, and there'll be a Google form for you to fill out your answer and also filling in your details, I believe. Alright, so here's the first question. Here's the question, right? How many 8th anniversary coins do you need to collect to acquire the Transcendent Scroll? Alright, once again, how many 8th anniversary coins do you need to collect to acquire the Transcendent Scroll? Let me know your answers in the Google form, alright? Yeah, you don't have to type it in the comment section. So once you did that, then I'll be releasing the answer later on as well. So just gonna give you guys time for you to do that. And while we're at it, I'm just gonna talk briefly about the prizes once again. So for the qualifier, Diary already locked in the Ragdoll figurine, 750 crystals, and of course, he'll be advancing through to the grand finals of the Southeast Asia tournament, the SST 2022. The runner-up most likely will be either Jin Yao or Mochi. Whoever wins that one will be getting the Ragdoll figurine as well. So pretty similar, it's just that 500 crystals only, and yeah, of course, advancing to the grand finals. For the other players, they will be getting 300 crystals for their participation. Alright? Also, there's other qualifiers like happening or already happened in the Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam region. So the 2 winners from all those regions as well, they'll be moving forward to the grand finals. So for this one, we are representing the English-speaking countries for Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines. And for that grand finals, the grand prize is actually really good, 2,000 USD in cash, and also the Laura figurine. So I can't wait to see who actually wins that one. Of course, Diary minimum, he's already locking in 500 USD for advancing through to the grand finals. So yeah, lots to play for, and I'll be releasing the answer right here. So you guys ready? Once again, how many 8th anniversary coins do you need to collect to acquire the Transcendent Scroll? And the answer is... Donkey! Alright, 2,000 8th anniversary coins is what you need to collect the Transcendent Scroll. So, whoever typed into the Google form already, congratulations to whoever got this one right. Okay. And... yeah, good luck to whoever gets the ticket to go for the the lucky draw, yeah? So the lucky draw will be happening on the grand final live stream, and it'll be a ragdoll figurine. So really awesome stuff. Also, 5 lucky gamers will receive 2 mystical scrolls each as well. Alright. And once again, the grand finals will be on the 22nd of January, so please mark that in your calendar. It's gonna be a really fun one. We have 8 of the best players from each region, 4 regions basically, fighting it out for this tournament. Alright. So now we'll be waiting for our 2 players to get ready, and this will be a best of 5. Right? Jin Yao up against Mochi. Whoever wins this one will be following Diary to the grand finals of the SST 2022. So I really can't wait for that to happen. Also, yeah, we are starting off our best of 5 between Jin Yao and Mochi this time. The loser bracket finals, basically. So Jin Yao, we saw him yesterday playing a lot of Segmet Jameer. Did pretty well in some fights, but yet again, that was actually quite tough for him to use against Diary's lineup, because there's the Beelzebub, the Nana, Akroma, all those kind of stuff that doesn't really matter against Segmet. So pretty good passive units that he actually had for countering Jin Yao. So Jin Yao going for this Wusa, the pre-bans, definitely the Nephthys and the Sierra as well. And what will Mochi opt for here? So going for this Molong and Diana. Oh, we're seeing the 2017-18 meta. The Hathor Gani. Like I said, this combination now in current meta is really good because there's things like people are playing heavy water units in general. So those two really prevalent. Able to go for the sleep, AoE sleep into the reset, all those kind of stuff. So now Mochi just going for the Akroma and Juno. However, Jin Yao going for more damage with this Julian pickup, and also providing a form of strip with some heals with the Asher. So Asher most likely will go first turn into the heal speed buff, and also providing attack bar buff for the team. But once again, his strip output coming up from Jin Yao's side isn't really that good. However, Mochi doesn't really have any immunity users just yet, so that's the reason why he's just gonna opt for those. And a Belio to finish up Mochi's draft. I feel like either Akroma or Abilio will be banned out here, because I think Jin Yao got enough damage to deal with this Juno. Yeah, there we go. The Abilio and Gani is banned out as well. So Hathor is always free to go for the delayed promise, and most likely he'll just try to nuke down this Juno as soon as possible while everybody is asleep. Of course, Akroma is alive, but yet again, I feel like Juno is the scary unit on Mochi's side. So Massacre going for the Molong. Hathor, however, will be able to use the delayed promise. Yep, just gonna go for it. Pushing the attack bar of the Juno as well. So Wish of Immortality, providing some immunities and also into the additional proc. Yep, just gonna opt for the damage onto Juno. So Diana is always free to go for the Inevitable Wound. However, just choosing to play it a little bit safe with this shield, because he was scared that the Julian cuts in between. Getting the stun as well. So Asher, will Asher just go for the buff? Nope. No point in doing that really. So with the attack debuff onto the Diana as well, the Diana is just gonna get controlled up, and slowly but surely potentially will die to the normal attacks from Julian. So Juno this time. What will Juno do here? Okay, Juno just went for the strip into the Akroma. Akroma is able to silence up somebody. However, resistance on the Wusa. And then now he has the speed buff all round onto all of his team. Into the sleep, onto the Molong. And able to place another round of immunity if the Wusa chooses to. Or just going for the damage. So Julian is able to stun up the Diana once again. Big damage. Oh no, it seems like Mochi is in trouble this time. Yeah, this definitely finishes off the Diana. And then now Julian is just gonna be working on to the Juno. So Juno is already down to half life. And there's nothing Mochi can actually do. If he reckless assault here, he's just gonna kill himself. Hathor not going down just yet. And once Escher moves, it's gonna be able to heal up. With the second skill, I believe he has the second skill up already. So getting the 2-turn sleep onto the Molong. Oh, that's huge. Able to heal up the Hathor again. And Juno goes down. Jin Yao taking this one 1-0. Really comfortable. Really comfortable fight from Jin Yao. His draft was actually really good against Mochi. So now Mochi, this time, he needs to think. What does he need to ban onto Jin Yao's side? I feel like the Julian did so much work. The Diana didn't even move. So the last rounds pre-ban were the Nephthys and Sierra. So do we see a Kanal Nana ban this time? Alright. So more standard stuff. Mochi, however, will be able to go for the Wusa first pick. If he chooses to do it. Yep, there we go. I think it's always a contest for this unit. And whenever Wusa is picked up, Jin Yao always goes for this segment. So I guess his segment is like really high on accuracy as well. And super fast. Really efficient runes. Because we saw yesterday against Diary, the segment onto the Wusa every single time landing the increased cooldown time. So pretty good stuff. Locking in this Nephthys and Molong onto Mochi. And Jin Yao just rebutting with this Vanessa Triana. Oh, wow, another old combination. Yeah, the double protection. Even triple with that Abilio. So very good supports from Jin Yao's side. However, he might be lacking damage this time. And taking away the Julian, I feel is a really good pickup from Mochi. Thankfully, he has that unit. And Jin Yao, he needs to go for his second damage dealer, I guess, with that Diana. Because I felt like Jin Yao was thinking to go the Julian last pick. Because Julian is gonna be doing so much work when there's so many like revives, all those kind of stuff rolling for him. And this time taking the El Sharion. So I think it's a no-brainer. The Riley and Wusa will be in play. Potentially just banning off the Julian or the Molong. Because those are the big damage. Julian or Nephthys, I feel like. Because yet again, there's the Vanessa Triana combination. Molong can't really do anything about that. And yeah, just removing the Julian. El Sharion is pretty scary onto Jin Yao's side as well. So Mochi doesn't really want to deal with that. And we are underway for the second match of this best of 5 between Jin Yao and Mochi. First turn goes to the Segmat, definitely. Segmat will be able to reset somebody if he lands it. There we go, another increased cooldown time. But the 2-turn sleep onto the Vanessa. Oh no. Yeah, just gotta go for the silence onto the Segmat. However, Triana will be able to cleanse up somebody here. Just gonna go for the healing music onto the Segmat. That's very interesting. So she's gonna let his Vanessa sleep for 2 turns. So just gonna go for the wild blow, trying to do as much damage as he can onto the Naftis. So Wusa will be able to heal up a little bit with this Mountain's power, getting an additional turn as well to provide the immunity and shield for the Molong's Reckless Assault. Oh, not gonna do it just yet. And then now placing all the debuffs into that additional proc, Satmet down to half life. So Drit's passive is procced, but he can't really heal up anybody because of the unrecoverable debuff provided by the Naftis. And things are looking really scary onto Jinyo's side. I'm not sure whether he has enough sustains with this Dragon Dance. Yeah, both of the passive of the Vanessa and Triana is already procced. And Triana is able to cleanse somebody here. So just gotta go for the Vanessa into the heal from Abilio. But yet again, the damage output isn't really looking too good onto Jinyo's side. Finally landing this armor break, but Riley able to cleanse once again. Hers are beautiful. I'm not sure this actually does much, because the Molong will be moving. He needs to crit. 23k crit. Alright. Something working onto Jinyo's side this time. And then now, I'm not sure whether the Molong is enough, because Vanessa, you need to kill off the Vanessa as soon as possible. Because in 3 more turns, he's gonna get the passive backup online. And due to the fact now that it's a passive-ish as well, you can actually click to revive your unit. So something good working onto Jinyo's side again. He'll be able to bring back the Satmet later on. So Molong not gonna do too much against that Triana. A lot of heals onto Jinyo's side right now. And the damage output on Mochi isn't really looking too hot. Yeah, the normal attack is sustaining the Molong a little bit from the Riley. However, Vanessa, the Triana is able to go for the heal. Passive is back up online as well. And once the segment is up again, I'm not sure whether Mochi has enough firepower to deal with this lineup. Because the sustains is looking really good on Jinyo's side. Of course, on Mochi's side, he has the Riley and Wusa to work with. So either he kind of drag out this match for at least like until 50% HP reduction, then the Dragon Dance might have a chance to like one-shot something, I guess. But looking at this situation now, he can't really do too much apart from healing his team. Yeah, this will be a short downtime. So one more turn for the Reckless Assault. But yet again, you have to go through the Vanessa's passive and also the Triana. So Valiant Bosso able to heal up the Molong a lot. Wusan needs to get like a really lucky 2-turn sleep, I feel like. This Wild Blow isn't really gonna do too much as well. Yeah, just a 3k, not sure whether that crit actually, but just 3k damage. And yeah, he's thinking twice here whether he really wants to revive just yet, because the Wusa will be following up. Maybe he miscalculated a little bit, because Wusa didn't have the second skill. I feel like at this point Mochi is just pressing auto. He attacked quite fast there. So Vanessa now will be reviving the segment, and Wusa will be just going for this skill. Everybody is gonna be really squishy now. So Dragon Dance not able to finish up anything really, and Segment has this charming voice. Just gonna do it onto the Wusa. Oh, failing to land the armor break. Oh, that's unfortunate. Segment goes down again. But now we are seeing the power of Triana. Yeah, you're seeing Triana critting for a lot. Like one crit, Wusa was down to like half HP already. And he needs to probably just Reckless Assault somebody right here, I feel like. Yeah, because Triona's passive is down. He has to go for it. Needs to kill the Vanessa. Down to the slither of health. Not enough to kill, but Vanessa finishes off the Molong. It was so interesting. And I think from here, it was a little bit unlucky. Yeah, the Vanessa was able to finish off the Molong. If not, the Riley or Wusa will be able to like heal up a little bit. So with this Mountain's power, yeah, the HP isn't enough for Wusa to do anything at this point. Just 4k on the second skill. And it's just gonna go downhill from here. This one was a really tough match, a long one. And it was like the game of sustains really, in terms of revive. So Mochi has the sustains but no revives whenever whenever his team was on armor break or something like that. It was really scary. So Jinyao taking it 2-0. Will he get a clean sweep? This might be a potential game point for his ticket to the grand finals of the Southeast Asia Tournament 2022. He needs to win one more. However, Mochi, he needs to surprise Jinyao for once. I feel like Jinyao has been really comfortable in a way with his draft against Mochi. So either he switch off his draft a little bit, try to give some surprising factor as well. So Segmet this time first pick from Jinyao. Do we see the Segmet Jameer? So Kanao Nana, pretty standard stuff. Alright. What does Jinyao has to offer for us? 15 seconds left. Oh, he's playing a lot of Desert Queens this time. Hathor as well. Okay. So Riley and Akroma is picked up on Mochi's side. Very heavy bruiser lineup. However, I feel like Hathor isn't really gonna do too much in this fight. Because of Akroma's passive, Riley is there to cleanse as well if she doesn't get slapped. Huh? What? Are we seeing a troll lineup from Jinyao? What's that math doing? Oh, he's actually locking in the math. You've gotta be kidding me, man. The disrespect onto Mochi with that math. Okay. Of course, math has the normal attack stun, second skill provoke, heal, all those kind of stuff. So not too bad. But yet again, I'm not sure. Huh. Very interesting. And then he's going for Chao as well. Bring Chao into math. Okay. Oh, this is something different that we do not really see too often. So of course Chao really good against Hathor now that he actually cleansed himself before he actually moved. And Hathor is definitely banned out. I feel like he should have just let the Hathor through, probably ban off the Abilio or Fran. But doesn't matter. Okay, this one will be a very interesting match. I think... I'm not sure whether we saw math yesterday, but definitely in my years of... in my long-term casting, I've never really seen math in play before. So it's gonna be a reset onto the Kana. However, resistance and math will be able to go for this normal attack. However, glancing. Of course, math also providing like speed buff and also decreasing the cooldown time. Which synergizes well with the Hathor, don't get me wrong, but Hathor is banned out. And resetting the Riley doesn't really matter because of the 3 turns totem. Whenever he gets 3 stacks, it's just gonna be able to use the 4th skill. So I think once again, this match will be going for a pretty long one. And we are only probably gonna see people going down after like 30% HP reduction, I believe. Might be wrong, but this segment is taking up quite a beating. So Obito already getting this passive prop. However, Kano just gonna go for the normal attack. And Wall Cure trying to boost up the attack bar and HP of that sack mat. So Curse of the Beautiful, a lot of debuff onto Mochi's side. And that's actually really cute. Really cute coming out from Math. Going for the increased cooldown time onto his team. And also providing the speed buff. Okay, Wall Blow. Not able to kill off anything because they already got the armor breaks removed on that Kano. So another round of Charming Voice potentially will be coming here. Yet again, this is gonna be a long fight. So Seal of Magic, this time getting the silence onto the segment into an additional turn from the video, able to heal up once again. And Math, will Math just go for the Declare War? Failing to land the Provoke, so that skill didn't really do anything. And then he's just trying to fully focus onto the Kano. So getting this additional turn as well. Chow is starting to hit really hard. So Wall Blow 10k, Kano pretty low on health already. With those normal attacks, the additional damage able to bring down the Kano. And yeah, what will Akroma do? 2 damage dealers which can't really get CC'd up. So something is working onto Mochi's side. I feel like those two will come in handy later on if they can sustain for at least another 3 more rounds. No! Almost killing off the segment, but not enough. However, segment will be able to go for the Curse of Beautiful. Unfortunately, failing to land any armor break. And then Wall Cure again. So everybody top back up to full life. This segment, like a cockroach, you know? Doesn't really want to go down, even though taking the beating every single time. So getting the increased cooldown time this time onto the Chow. So Chow not able to do justice. And he's just gonna work onto this unit. This Chow looking quite squishy. Getting the additional turn into the Justice. Trying to finish off the Friend, which I think he's able to do so. Because Friend will be moving next. And it will be dying to the dot. So he's just gonna heal up Chow a little bit more. Oh, Math taking a big damage there. Oh, this is gonna be close. But yet again, I feel like Jinyao doesn't really have the damage output to deal with Mochi's lineup. Because if you bring down the Chow, if you can even bring down the Chow, there's still the Akroma. And there's just so much heals. Getting the crit onto the Math. Goodbye. The Pengu is dead. And then now, Segment really low on health as well. Yeah, there's just no damage output from Jinyao. Oh, if he loses this match best of 5, he's gonna be kicking himself because of this match. I felt like the Math didn't really do anything in this fight. Yeah, and all the counter this time from the Akroma. Yeah, just gonna go for the big damage onto the segment. And now, honestly, I'm not sure who wins. Because if Akroma goes down, this might be a stalled match. He needs to land the silence here, very important. Okay, he got it. But of course, Drake cleanses everything. He needs to go for the heal himself. But yeah, I guess he was thinking to try to nuke down the Akroma with the Wall Blow. So, oh no, this is gonna be really close. No, oh, what I wanted to say is that the Obito needed an additional prop, but never mind. The revenge kills. And Mochi able to take this back 1-2. So like I said, I feel like if Jinyao loses to Mochi, he's gonna be kicking himself because of that Math pick. So this time, first pick will go to Mochi. Does he have the confidence to get another win here? We'll see about that. So those were the last rounds pre-ban, and then now Mochi doesn't really want to deal with Jinyao's Abilio. Yeah, because I feel like earlier the Abilio almost like kind of like 1v3 Jinyao. If he could have brought down the Akroma, then he had a pretty good chance, because Riley definitely no damage, and when you just keep using Wall Blow even though it's on a win unit, and one crit is all you need at that point in time, because the HP reduction was already like 60%. So yeah, Jinyao will be still choosing his Sekhmet, and Mochi going for the Wusa. So Sekhmet Jamir. Okay, I'm liking this draft a little bit more this time. So we do know that his Jamir hits like a truck. Big damage with the normal attack. And Mochi just gonna go with the Nana Diana. Diana combo. Really strong. So Jinyao going for this Daphnis. Alright. So with the Daphnis pickup, he's already thinking of the ban onto Nana. Okay, he was thinking it twice. However, finally locking in the Daphnis together with the friend. So Jamir, Daphnis, a lot of annoying stuff for Mochi to handle. And I feel like Jinyao needs a damage dealer on that last slot, because if Daphnis is banned out, then yeah, either a support, because Jamir is a damage dealer as well. So he's just gonna be taking away the Julian. He probably knows that Jinyao wants that unit there. And finishing up his draft with the Nasha. So I'm liking Mochi's draft. Like, we do know that yesterday Diary went for the triple damage dealers with the Nana Wusa, and it was just really hard for Jinyao to deal with those kind of lineups. However, I felt like maybe placing a Akroma instead of Diana would have been better, but doesn't matter. I think this one is gonna be pretty interesting. So definitely the Nana ban, and letting through the Daphnis. Oh, that might be a wrong ban. I feel like felt like Mochi needed to ban off the Daphnis, because Hathor can't really do anything apart from like just the single target strip onto the Wusa. But yet again, if Wusa gets an additional turn, but maybe he knows that his Wusa isn't on will, so he got no choice as well. So okay, Hellfire, Diana, goodbye. Okay, this is looking really grim. But do not count Nasha just yet. Do not count Nasha Julian out just yet. However, Nasha was resetted earlier, so he's just gonna go for the nuke onto the Daphnis. But this Daphnis is pretty tanky, so Sekhmet can't really do too much here. Jamir most likely just gonna go for the reset. And yeah, another Hellfire. Able to dismount the Nasha already. But Daphnis goes down. Now the question here, he needs to kill off the Jamir as soon as possible. With this attack debuff, the Nasha isn't really gonna be hitting too hard. I feel like Julian should just go for the normal attack first. Oh, big damage. But next turn, he doesn't have the stun. And with all this glancing as well. Oof. I think Nasha is dead. Yeah, 28k. Big damage. Wusa didn't get an additional turn, so Fairy's Blessing once again. Alright. And then now able to reset the Wusa. Oh, that's huge. I think it's pretty much over. The slow debuff onto the Wusa as well. Julian not getting any additional procs. And the Wusa really can't really do anything. However, getting that 2-turn sleep onto the friend. But I don't know. Yeah, Wusa is really low on health already. He's definitely not gonna sustain himself. Needs to land the stun here. He needs an additional proc as well. Getting the 2-turn sleep onto the Sekhmet. That was huge. But double non-crits from this Julian? I'm so confused. Oh my god. There wasn't any glancing as well? Oh, that was just so unlucky. So Friend able to heal up the Jamir again. Oh, sad. If Mochi could have finished off the Jamir right there and then, the situation would have been different. So congratulations to Jin Yao. Yeah, Jin Yao will be your second player moving on to the Grand Finals for the Southeast Asia's Summonerswo Tournament, the SST 2022. He'll be moving forward together with Diary. And of course, Diary already locking in the champion seat. Yeah, nobody's claiming that from him. And Jin Yao securing the second place here. So he'll be receiving the ragdoll figurine again. I think at this point he won a lot of ragdoll figurines already. And also together with 500 crystals and the ticket to move on to the Grand Finals. So it has been a really interesting one. And before we end the stream, of course, we do have a coupon code for you guys that you can be placing it on your in-game, alright, under events. So there will be a pin comment as well, I guess. So this is the coupon code. It is SST22 is coming, alright. So I'll just leave it here. SST22 is coming. Please make sure to collect your mana stones and also energies. Alright, you never know. Farming might potentially yield you that a rune that you want, or even a mystical scroll which provides a nat 5. Who knows? Yeah. Alright, so for today, congratulations to Jin Yao and Diary. They will be moving forward to the Grand Finals to fight other qualifiers from the Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam region for the grand prize of that 2000 USD and the Laura figurine. And like I said before, Diary and Jin Yao will be locking in that 500 USD already because they progressed forward to the Grand Finals. So congratulations to them. And I guess we are done for today. So on that bombshell, this concludes the end for today. We'll be having the Grand Finals of the Southeast Asia Tournament 2022 on the 22nd of January. So once again, on the 22nd of January, I'll be hosting as well together with Sean B, I believe. And yeah, can't wait for great matches to come in those fights again. And I really want to see whether like the meta in Indonesia, Vietnam, or even Thailand, I'm pretty sure they have really good players there as well. And we'll be able to see the top 2 players from all of this region come down to one. So I'm really interested to see what will happen next week. Alright, 22nd of January. Make sure to mark that down in your calendars. Congratulations to the winners once again. Thank you for watching. And until then, take care and stay safe, everybody. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. See ya. Peace out.